A flash of azure, introducing the Eastern Bluebird. The Eastern Bluebird is a small songbird, a welcome sight in gardens and woodlands. With its vibrant blue plumage and melodious calls, it captivates nature enthusiasts. This bird holds a special place in North American ecosystems. It is a symbol of hope and happiness, about the size of a sparrow, and flits through the air with agility and grace. Its presence enriches the tapestry of life in its habitat. The male Eastern Bluebird is known for its striking blue upperparts and a rusty red throat and breast, while the female has similar markings but more muted. This natural camouflage helps protect her while she nests. Eastern Bluebirds are a joy to observe, bringing a touch of magic to our surroundings and reminding us of nature's beauty. Let us delve into the world of this fascinating creature. A symphony of colors. The Eastern Bluebird's striking plumage. The Eastern Bluebird's plumage is a sight to behold. The male's feathers are a vibrant blue, thanks to the scattering of light by tiny air pockets in the feather structure. This structural coloration creates the illusion of a more intense blue. The female's plumage, however, is a more subdued blue-gray, helping her blend in with her surroundings, especially important during nesting season, to protect her eggs and young from predators. The Eastern Bluebird's colors are not just beautiful to look at, they also play an important role in communication. The male's bright blue feathers are used to attract a mate and serve as a warning to rivals. The Eastern Bluebird molts its feathers twice a year, ensuring that its plumage stays vibrant and helps to remove parasites and bacteria, keeping the bird healthy. Woodland wonders. Eastern Bluebird habitats and territories. Eastern Bluebirds are found in a variety of habitats, including woodlands, meadows, and gardens. They prefer open areas with scattered trees, which provide them with perches for hunting and nesting. Although not particularly social birds, Eastern Bluebirds do maintain territories, typically centered around nesting sites, providing them with a source of food and shelter. Males will defend their territories from other males through songs and displays of aggression, while females will also defend their nesting sites from other females. Eastern Bluebirds are adaptable birds that can thrive in a variety of habitats, yet they face threats from habitat loss and fragmentation due to human development and agriculture. A hunters grace the diet and foraging behaviors of the Eastern Bluebird. The Eastern Bluebird is primarily an insectivore, with a diet consisting mainly of insects such as grasshoppers, crickets, and beetles, along with caterpillars, spiders, and other small invertebrates. They hunt by perching on low branches or fence posts, scanning the ground for movement, and swooping down to catch prey in their beaks, then returning to their perch to eat. During the fall and winter months, when insects are scarce, Eastern Bluebirds will also eat berries and fruits, providing them with the energy they need to survive the colder months. They play an important role in their ecosystem, helping to control insect populations and serving as a food source for larger predators like hawks, owls, and snakes. Section 5. Melodies of love, courtship, and nesting in the Eastern Bluebird world. Eastern Bluebirds are monogamous birds, forming strong pair bonds that can last for several years. Courtship typically begins in the spring, when males attract females with their vibrant blue plumage and melodious songs. Once a pair has formed, they work together to build a nest, usually in cavities such as tree holes, nest boxes, and abandoned woodpecker holes. The female lines the nest with soft materials like grasses, feathers, and moss, and then lays a clutch of 3 to 5 eggs which are pale blue or white. Both parents share the responsibility of incubating the eggs, which takes about 2 weeks, and they also share the responsibility of feeding and caring for the young. Section 6. A family affair, raising young in the Eastern Bluebird nest. Eastern Bluebird chicks are born blind and featherless, completely dependent on their parents for food and warmth. The parents take turns brooding the chicks, keeping them warm and feeding them regurgitated insects. As the chicks grow, they develop feathers, their eyes open, and they become more active, starting to explore the nest cavity. The parents tirelessly continue to feed and care for them. After about 18 to 21 days, the chicks are ready to fledge, which means they will leave the nest. The parents will continue to feed and care for the fledglings for several weeks, teaching them how to fly, forage for food, and avoid predators. Eastern Bluebirds typically raise 2 broods of chicks per year, and in some cases, they may raise 3, ensuring the survival of the species. Section 7. Journeys on the wing, migration patterns of the eastern bluebird. Eastern bluebirds are partial migrants, meaning that some populations migrate south for the winter, while others remain in their breeding grounds year-round. The populations that migrate south are typically found in the northern parts of the eastern bluebird's range. These birds typically migrate at night, traveling in small flocks, using the stars and the Earth's magnetic field to navigate. They may cover hundreds of miles during their migration. Eastern bluebirds typically begin their migration south in September or October, and return to their breeding grounds in March or April. The timing of migration can vary depending on the weather and food availability. Migration is a perilous journey for eastern bluebirds, facing many threats including predators, storms, and habitat loss. However, they are resilient birds and have adapted to survive these challenges. Section 8. Guardians of the bluebird conservation efforts and their impact. Eastern bluebird populations declined in the 20th century due to habitat loss, competition from invasive species, and pesticide use. However, thanks to conservation efforts, their populations have rebounded in recent decades. One of the most successful conservation efforts has been the installation of nest boxes, providing eastern bluebirds with safe places to raise their young, especially in areas where natural nesting cavities are scarce. Another important conservation effort has been the reduction of pesticide use, which helps to protect eastern bluebirds and their insect prey, benefiting other bird species and wildlife as well. Conservation efforts have been successful in helping eastern bluebird populations recover, but it is important to continue these efforts to ensure that these beautiful birds thrive for generations to come. Section 9. A shared responsibility. How you can help protect the eastern bluebird. The eastern bluebird, with its vibrant blue plumage and cheerful song, is a beloved symbol of the American countryside. However, their populations have faced significant challenges over the years due to habitat loss and competition from invasive species. We can all play a role in protecting eastern bluebirds, and even small actions can make a difference. Whether you live in a rural area or a bustling city, there are steps you can take to support these beautiful birds. Here are a few things you can do. First, consider installing a nest box in your yard or garden. Eastern bluebirds are cavity nesters, and providing them with a safe place to raise their young can significantly boost their chances of survival. Make sure the nest box is placed in an open area, away from dense vegetation, to deter predators. Watching a family of eastern bluebirds grow and thrive in a nest box you've installed is a rewarding experience. It's a simple yet impactful way to contribute to their conservation. Plant native trees and shrubs, which provide eastern bluebirds with food and shelter. Native plants attract the insects that bluebirds feed on and offer natural nesting sites. Consider species like dogwood, serviceberry, and elderberry, which produce berries that bluebirds love. Reduce your use of pesticides to help protect eastern bluebirds and their insect prey. Pesticides can be harmful to bluebirds and the insects they rely on for food. Opt for natural pest control methods and create a healthy, balanced ecosystem in your garden. Support organizations that are working to conserve eastern bluebirds and their habitat by volunteering your time or donating money. Many conservation groups are dedicated to protecting bluebird populations through research, habitat restoration, and public education. By working together, we can ensure that eastern bluebirds continue to grace our skies with their beauty and song for many years to come. Community efforts can have a profound impact, from local conservation projects to national initiatives. Their survival is a testament to the power of conservation. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to a larger movement that safeguards these enchanting birds for future generations. Let us continue to cherish and protect these enchanting creatures. By fostering a deeper connection with nature and taking proactive steps, we can ensure that the eastern bluebird remains a vibrant part of our natural heritage.